Hi, my name is Carol Castillo, and today we're going to be talking about leadership skills, how to have a better communication between superior and subordinate situations, and improve initiative. According to Madoff, a leadership skill is the characteristics, behaviors, attitudes, and values of leadership that can be taken in any organizational member depending on the situation. Leadership is also an interactional which takes place through communication, and it's a human interaction, and it takes at home or work. And it has been transformed over the years where a leader uses communications to articulate a vision, to a leadership being constructed through communication by the organization of members. Madoff have described different types of leaderships in our organization, different approaches to help me and my self-confidence of becoming a leader without misunderstandings that can occur. The researches that I found can prove and support the fact that superior communication is very important in the workplace. Also researches that have proven to improve your communication skills and how to overcome the shyness that I do encounter in times speaking to subordinates. After discussing some of my main points, I will be able to provide and walk you through my plan for improvement with the research I have done. To begin, I would like to introduce my mistakes and later on discuss the corrections I will make to make the improvement. Now, when you encounter a leadership, you're encountering superior and subordinate as well communication. Communication is the most effective way to resolve a problem. It elaborates on a subject or it describes how you feel. Communication is part of us as humans. It happens at home, at work, outside, in a store, everywhere. The lack of communication can cause a few misunderstandings, and your subordinates would not view you as a leader. The type of relationship between the superior and subordinate is the relationship fair? Is communication well? If the fair relationship is not fair, then there will be no communication at all. There will be no communication at all, and there will be no that trust, that bond, and able to facilitate that communication. Also, action needs to be taken as part of a leadership. If you take no action, it will be less effective reactions to the problem, and there is no action taken at all. Lack of a team can affect also the misunderstandings and communication. Now I can discuss what I found to improve my leadership skills without having misunderstanding. And this is what I would use to improve my leader skills and diminish misunderstanding. According to Barlow, Jedden, and Hendricks, they explained that leadership would generate trust. This would give the subordinates to speak to you easily. If there's no trust, there's no facilitation for anyone to come up to you and speak to you about anything. Also, Murphy describes different situations as referred to situational approaches. Focus is a facet in the situation, because if you don't focus on your team or your group is lost. If there's no trust, there's no focus, and there's no team. Excuse me. Palmer also describes leadership reflects the actions taken upon it. It should always be motivating, so the team will be motivated at all times. Attitude reflects leadership, as one of my previous teachers has told me at all times. Motivation needs to be there to get the things done. To sum up my speech with a plan for improvement and utilize and implement the researches I have found is to have this usable plan that I will use from all the resources that I have found. For example, self-confidence has to be and begin with you and yourself, and developed in your personality to easily speak your mind out and bring on new ideas to the table. Communication should be easily to facilitate within the team and act upon the job that needs to be done. Show initiative, adapt to the new environment. New ideas, new environment gives you sometimes that motivation, to get the things done. Able to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, then you're going to lack that initiative as well. Then what you're going to expect is failure. Always be positive. Negative obstacles will always come about, and negative obstacles can always be fixed. So always be positive. Don't be positive to your teammates and to your group. Act like you care and you listen and think about what everybody else is saying. Then take action. In closing, leadership skills anyone can have, anyone can generate those, and anyone can utilize it to move into higher levels of a job, even in life. Everyone can become a leader and follow through the use of communication skills. Communication is a two-way street, and we have to learn, observe, and respond. Without that, then we're not going to go far in life, and communication is everywhere. Some of the review of the main points that I discussed was leadership should always be included with communication with everyone to avoid misunderstandings. You need to eliminate that shyness to speak. Always show that leadership skill and take initiative. As I discussed in my research, it has pointed out some great views to how we can eliminate the misunderstandings and avoid failing as a leader. That trust, we need that trust. We have to show trust and immediacy between the team members in order to have a successful leadership skill. The leaders have to adapt to the new environment and changes throughout and easily. And this is why we need to have trust. Hopefully you guys can utilize this information I have mentioned and find it useful to you. Trust is a big issue, even in a friendship. How can we communicate? To end this speech, I would like to end it with a quote that I found true and inspiring. Leadership is less and less of a state of being, more and more of a process of doing a set of actions. Leaders do not make excuses for inaction. They are the first movers and early adopters. They make things happen, and you can make something happen for your team. Good luck, everyone, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this. Thank you.